Hey y'all, it's Caitlyn. So Bob Tompkins challenged me to the number challenge, which, Pops, this isn't one, this is just a random one that I'm grabbing off the thing. They all have the numbers of the line, so this is not, there's not 223 of the Pops with Purpose line, but it originally comes from the Pop Heroes line, I believe. Yes. Pop Heroes line. So was the original. So that's the way they do it. They number it by there. There has been some discrepancies in the past with two having the same one. Like I know the Looney Tune DC crossover ones, there's two of them with the exact same number. And it's not variants of the same character, it's two different characters with the same number. So honestly, I don't know why Funko started doing that. Like I'm sure in the beginning they meant well, but somewhere along the line it got screwed up to hell. But regardless. So the point of this thing is to find Pops in your collection that are numbered 1 through 10, which is difficult. Because unless you start collecting back in 2010, a lot of the stuff that you get is going to be in the 100, 200s, sometimes even up to the thousands. I know I have a couple of Pops that's in the thousands in my collection that's in the thousands numbered. So yeah. This is going to be interesting. But I did my best. Now, usually when I do challenges like this, I try to space it up a little bit, do different stuff, so it's more entertaining for you guys watching. But in this case, I tried to break it up as much as possible, because most of the time, most of the ones that I have that's an earlier number is just one full set of the same thing that came out. So anyway, let's just jump into this. But you may find a couple recurring themes throughout, is what I'm saying. So, number 1, I have Santa Claus from the Peppermint Lane line. I really love the Peppermint Lane line. For those who may be a teeny bit newer to collecting, this is something that they started in 2019, where they took Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus and then they made a ton of different original characters, and made their own little Christmas set out of it. And there is Pop Town, so you can make. I honestly use it as my Christmas village every year. A lot of people make Christmas villages, and that's what I use. I use the Funko Pop Towns and these little normal size pops in it. So this is the regular one. There is one with Santa in his workshop, but here is Santa with his presents. So that's number 1. Number 2 is Butterhorn, Wetmore Forest. So I honestly love the Wetmore Forest set. It's under Pop Monsters, but it's called the Wetmore Forest. Again, original by Funko, original characters by Funko. And this was the original Butterhorn. I still remember when they started with Bumblebee, and I just fell in love with it. I don't know what it was about it. Usually I don't really like Funko's original characters, like obviously the Christmas one that appeals to me because I'm a Christmas nut. But usually like the Fantastic Plastic line, I don't care for. But the Wetmore Forest were just freaking adorable. I mean, come on, look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Come on, they're adorable. I love them. So we're already starting with the recurring theme, because here is Mayor Patty Noble, also from the Peppermint Lane line. So, number 3, she's a little living Christmas tree. And there's another Pop Town with her mayor sash on, but I love her. She's so cute. I love how her pigtail sort of has like a poinsettia scrunchie. It's so cute. I love this one. I love all the Christmas. I have so many Christmas Funkos in my collection. It's unreal how many I have. And again, we're just swapping back and forth for right now. So here is Bugsy Wingnut. Now this is the spring version. The Butterhorn was from technically the summer version. They never really labeled it because it was the first one. But since then they've made all 6 of the original Wetmore Forest characters in all 4 of the seasons. The winter one is a flocked 6-pack together. I own that one as well. But the rest of them are all individual. But this is the spring one. The spring is probably my favorite. The spring one is the one that I have up front in my collection on the shelf so I can see it. Because they're all like Eastery colored, and I love it. Bugsy is probably my favorite of this set. Just because I think he's so freaking cute. I know he's supposed to be like the youngest, I think, of the characters and their little like headcanons that Funko made up for them. Oh, he's so adorable. And I own the plushes too. I really love this set. I don't own the gigantic ones, but I own the normal size plushes. Okay, so this is slightly different, not really. I have Bumble, number 5, from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I almost had Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. Bobbert sees this, he's gonna make a joke. But, in my earlier videos, if you guys watched, probably from like, I don't know, a year or so ago, you probably saw this in the background. It stayed in the background for a long time until I finally had more signature pops and custom pops that I kind of replaced. But I love this. Hermie and Bumble are my favorite. And James Dieter did buy me the Hermie pop and made me break down and cry. I almost didn't post the video because I was breaking down and crying. It's the same number as another pop here, so I couldn't use that one, but I could use this one, number 6. So James also got me this one, the Misfit Elephant. And this one, for anyone, you guys know how Velma from Scooby-Doo jumped up in price because no one wanted her. I think the same thing happened with this one. No one really cared about the Misfit Elephant, and now this is the most expensive pop out there, I think, or, in the set. I think this is like the 3rd most pricey one in my collection. Granted, the box is a teeny bit damaged, but hell, when was this from? 2010? Something like that. So it's gonna be a little rough death, It's almost impossible for it not to be. But still in the pop shield that James sent it to me in. The only pop shields I have are the stuff that James sent me, because I never bought any. I need to. They're really good, but they're pricey. But absolutely love this. Again, I broke down when James sent this because I just this was the Grell set that I wanted to complete. I love my Hot Girls, but I really, really wanted to complete the Christmas set. And with him sending me those two, that did it. It completed it. So, very, very happy for this. Thank you again, James, for watching. Okay, back to Wetmore. So, number 7, here is Grumble. So, after the first 6, they decided to make more characters that would be like, some of them are supposed to be like the villains of the story, and some of them, I don't know. I don't know if they're all supposed to be the villains. I honestly don't remember. But they're still adorable. So this is Grumble. I love his little mask. It almost looks like an Ewok to me a little bit with the mask. Just not fully, obviously, but, reminiscent. His little necklace. He's so cute. I love his staff. I mean, come on. He's adorable. Absolutely. And I don't think they ever did color variants for Series 2 of the Wetmore Forest. Okay, here's something different, finally. Wonder Woman. This is the Chase Wonder Woman, number 8. Yeah. It was one of the first pops in my collection, was the original one. It might have been my first one. I think it was my first one. And then I had to get the Chase one to go with it. I had to extract this from the Wonder Woman shell very carefully. I had stuff in front of it, had stuff on top of it. Had to extract this very, very carefully from the Wonder Woman shell. But I had to get it out because all the other number 8s in my collection was Hermie and more Wetmore Forest and then Holiday Barbie, which was, again, more Christmas stuff. So I had to get a little bit more variety. But yep, here is Wonder Woman Chase. This is the only one of the original DC Chases in my collection. And it's also the only original DC from that era. Like, all the others are made in more modern years. But that one's actually made in, like, it was either 2010 or 2011. So that didn't last long, because here we are. when you get to number 9 or 10, it starts lessening out, okay? So here's Liverwort. Probably my least favorite of the line, honestly. Like, he's still cute, but he's nowhere near my favorite. But he's number 9, so there he is. He is kind of cute, but he's just not my favorite. He looks kind of like one of the dude from Witch. What was his name? Blanc, I think. Looks like he could be Blanc's cousin. Did anyone watch Witch when we were kids? I love that show. They need to make pops with those. That'd be cool. But yeah, kind of reminds me of Blanc in a way. And then last but not least, number 10 is Zero on the duck, in the duck cart from the Trains line. So they started the Trains line, I think, last year. Or no, I guess they didn't, because it starts, Jack Skellington is number 7. What was the first? Was it Harry Potter? I know they made a Harry Potter train, so I guess they chose those. I don't know. But here's the train line. Now, there is a Hot Topic exclusive that glows in the dark. I just wanted the regular one, so I was cool with it. But I only have the Jack, the Sally, and the Zero. I do not have any of the others, so I have an incomplete train. I don't care. I got the characters I wanted. I'm still debating whether to get the villain one, the Disney villain one from that's released right now. So I really want the Maleficent. And if so, if I get it though, I want it to match. So I want to have 2 other carts. So I'm deciding on which of the other 4 to get. I know it's going to be Evil Queen, but I don't know who the third one's going to be. But I might not even get them. Who knows? But there's little Zero. Absolutely love him. And literally today, the day I'm filming this, I'm starting to decorate for Halloween. So he is not going back up on the shelf. He's going out of box and going upstairs for the Halloween display. So anyway, so that was my number challenge. So I did it. It was very repetitive, but I did it. How else are you supposed to do this unless again you just started collecting a bunch of lines really early on? It's kind of impossible not to. But thank you, Pop Tompkins, for challenging me in this. I really do love doing the challenge videos. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I honestly enjoy it because it makes me think about my collection and look through it a little bit. And you know, that's why we collect, right? Just to have it around so we can look at it and reminisce on the memories of it and the memories of the community from it. So I really enjoy this. So let's see. Who should I challenge? Brandy. Let's see if any of your thousands are in the lower numbers. Let's see. And by the way, Pop Tompkins, he could not necessarily complete the challenge. He just did any of the lower numbers that he had, that's perfectly fine. We're not being graded here, y'all. Just take it in fun. If you want to do the complete opposite and do the highest numbers in your collection, go for it. I don't care. But just make it your own. I will challenge James Dieter, because usually if I don't challenge him, he does it anyway. But yes, I definitely will challenge James. He's awesome. He loves doing these as well, so I don't blame him. That's how I started. I did one of my first videos. It was my first video was the Roy G. Biv challenge, which I was brand new. No one challenged me in it. I was just like, ooh, that's fun, so I'm gonna do it. So that was my first video ever posted on YouTube. Don't go back and watch it. It's not good. But okay, so Brandy, James, has Keaton's funded this yet? I can't remember. Justin and Keaton, you guys are challenged if you have not already. If you have, ignore this, but I'm challenging you guys. But yeah, so Geek Meets Eats, James Dieter, and Key Tons of Fun. That is who I am challenging here. So hope you guys have fun with it. I honestly did. Again, it's repetitive, but I did it. All my others are like just so high in number. So I kind of just had to stick to the Christmas and Wetmore Forest stuff for the most part. But anyway, guys, I hope you still enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you guys thought of the collection down in the description box below. I will be leaving a link to Pop Tompkins and the people that I challenged, so go check all of them out, show them some love as well. And remember, like always, guys, it's a community, not a competition. I'll see y'all later. Bye.